Hey everybody, John Hope Bryan here. Look, the landscape of money and what I call good debt is changing. And you need to change with it in this post-COVID environment. Look, what's going on right now is an attack on your health. The COVID virus is at war with your health and your wellness. It's an attack on your health. It's an attack on your wealth, your pocketbook, because everything is shutting down, has to, in order to mitigate the virus, because we don't have a cure for it, nor do we have a cocktail or anything that can manage around it until we get a cure. So in the meantime, we need to keep everybody at a distance from each other so we don't spread this thing. Unfortunately, half of this country is actually not doing that, which is making the problem worse and extending the economic damage. The third thing is that you have a social crisis in this country with 400 years of horrible appropriation of black people coming home to roost. And we gotta have to do something about that. That cannot be kicked down the road. So you have these three things happening at one time. By the way, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. This actually might be a good thing, like a good colonic, by the way. It just flushes everything out of your system and refreshes it with new stuff. But you need to be prepared for this war. You're at war. This is no different than World War II. It's just that you're at war with the virus and with the societal factors. And you need to prepare yourself for war. One of the things you need to do is banish bad debt for the moment. So financing stupid things like jewelry, and financing baseball tickets and football tickets when football games come back, and financing rental car rentals for one rental car. I used to see everything being microfinanced in the months running up to COVID-19. It's really bad, really bad practice. 20% interest rates, 25% interest rates on credit cards, 20% interest rates on auto loans. But my best example is financing jewelry. Just stop it. Like, bad debts is a really bad idea right now. Things that depreciate quickly is an example of bad debt. So you end up owing more on it than it's worth, what even the balance on the financing is by far. Good debt is a whole different thing. You need to be financing good debt right now. The best good debt you can get right now is a mortgage at prime rate. So I'm obsessed about your credit score. I want you to go to a Hope Financial Coach and sign up right now at a Hope Inside location near you if you've not done this. We're in 22 states, 154 locations, and expanding every week thanks to the support from our partners and soon hopefully the federal government as well. We're talking to them. But back on you. I want you to get yourself in the queue. If you have a 650, 680, 700 credit score, if you're above 700 credit score, you are golden. You need to get in the queue right now for a refinance of a mortgage and take all your bad debt, take all of your good debt even. So if you have a home equity loan, you have a home improvement loan, you've got credit cards, you've got a small balance on an auto loan at a high interest rate, you've got department score debt at 18 to 20% interest rate. You do an inventory of all of your debt, and you're paying $300 a month here, $500 a month here, $150 a month here, $800 a month here. If you aggregate all those payments, finance all those, pay off and consolidate all of those loans into one with a first trust deed mortgage at 3% or 4%, which is what somebody with great credit can get right now. My God, you are in a great position. You take all those payments for 20 different obligations or 10 different obligations that are paymenting you to death. Payment here, payment there, payment here, and you consolidate into one central payment on your mortgage at 3%. You're going to reduce your debt payment level. You're going to reduce the amount that you're paying every month that goes out in cash flow. You're going to increase your credit score because now the bad debt and the other debt items that are no longer on your credit report, they got showed off as paid as agreed or paid in full. Those things go away, and it's going to shoot up your credit score because term loan, consumer loan debt, credit card debt, directly but disproportionately affect your credit score. In other words, the more that you have, the lower your credit score. The mortgage does not disproportionately affect negatively your credit score. So you want to consolidate everything in a 30-year, fully amortized mortgage with the best interest rate you can get, and take out all of these crazy payments. By the way, you want to make sure you amortize, you consolidate as part of that mortgage. Make sure you're putting in your property taxes, so that's paid automatically too. So that doesn't knock you out. A lot of folks lose their properties, particularly in low to moderate income communities, because they have not baked in their property taxes as part of their payments. I didn't want to do it myself years ago. I was was sort of obsessed with independence, my own decision making, but I realized I was being dumb. So now my mortgage lender pays my property taxes automatically, pro rata every month. I don't even feel it. And you do this will you will lower the month of cash flow going out of your bank accounts. You will increase your credit score because you've got less accounts that account for less credit and actually really debit you or really hurt you on your credit score, right? And you've got more good debt. And this just makes you a safer credit risk. The last thing I'll tell you is that in this COVID environment, if a mortgage lender was going to offer 80% financing loan to value, they're now doing 70% loan to value. Okay, they're not going to tell you this. I'm telling you this. So if you have an application pre-COVID, keep it and get it done. If it was put on hold because the appraisers wouldn't go out for COVID, go back and get the application reignited. All right, because pre-COVID, the interest rate, the loan to value levels are going to be higher. Post-COVID, you should still want to pursue this because things just may get tighter all of 2020. So it's not going to get any better. It's just going to get worse. So if it was 80% loan to value, it's now 70% loan to value, your loan amount. If it was 70% loan to value, it's now 60% loan to value, okay? And they're looking at everything tighter these days. It's just going to get worse. You need to get in the queue right now and get your application in process. If you have a good interest rate and a great credit score, go get your money right now. Or as they say in my neighborhood growing up, right now, okay? Go to Operation Hope at operationhope.org or call a Hope Financial Coach at 888-388-HOPE or go to our Hope in Hand app on the Android and the Apple store and download the app, and our coaches work with you virtually as well. And there's great things coming, but this is a message I really wanted to tell you. I'm doing this myself right now, consolidating mortgages, paying off bad debt, really stacking up on consolidating more good debt, which is this mortgage I just told you about. And by the way, you get to write off the interest rate on you get to write off the payments of most all the payments you make on these mortgages in the first 15 years because it's all interest. You get to write that off in your taxes. You get that money back as a refund against your income. So it's a lot of good, and you get depreciation benefit and appreciation benefits, a lot of benefits of owning a home. So if you're not a homeowner, I want you to target that. If you are a homeowner, I want you to consolidate your loans under a mortgage. I want you to be vigilant right now about your credit score. It's like a lifeline right now. Go to Hope Financial Coach and keep me posted. John Hope Bryant, Love and Light. This is the Civil Rights Movement. I'm out.